5 color versus 4 color, I think. 5 color control versus 4 color control.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
He's not on domain yet?
No.
Alright.
I think Liam was really liking his general...
Oh, well, I guess this would have been before Battlegrounds, so
yes.
he wouldn't be on domain yet. Because he saw that list there.
Yeah, he watched that list just crush me, and like, that looks like a fun list.
Yeah, it's a pretty sick list.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that list definitely looks real good.
Putting out a 5/5 on turn 2 sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or a 4/4 flyer.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like 5 color still has the advantage in this matchup.
I also feel like that. But I also feel like he just always has the advantage the longer the game goes.
Yes. So it looks like, oh, they're doing the 5 card, or 5 dice best poker hand.
Playing Yahtzee.
Oh man. I really wanna try and get people to do what we used to do. Is like, all right, you roll 2 dice, but if you roll doubles, you get rolled again. But if you roll 3 doubles in a row, you lose game 1, like Monopoly rules. So it's just like 2 doubles. Oh no. But it's like, because it's F&M, this isn't comp, so it's like, have some fun.
Fetching for Triumph.
Yep.
I was like,
yeah. So no turn 1 from either deck, which it's a little surprising from the 5 colors. Usually they're at least like bird.
No, he's only playing like 2 birds now.
Is he? Oh
yeah.
man.
He does not do anything on turn 1 most of the time.
Oh, Chalice on 1. I don't think that's going to affect the 5 color deck a whole lot. I think Chalice on 2 would affect that deck more.
Yeah, but that would also stop 4 color, wouldn't it? Fair bit.
I mean, I guess I'm not 100% on that. So I know he runs the General, which is a 3-drop. I know he runs Omnath,
which is a 4-drop.
Which is a 4-drop. I would assume he's running like Bloodbraid and Shardless, because that just gets you additional multicolor stuff.
Yeah. Like
it counts itself, and also just like Bloodbraid can get you into a General.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So. Oh, what does chat think? Does chat think 5 color has the advantage over 4 color? Because it's 5 color Niv Mizzet versus 4 color like Omnath, I guess is what we're gonna end up calling them.
Yeah, just kind of like 4 color control, right?
Yeah. Create, how's it going? Yellow.
It's definitely general because he's got Metamorphose.
I don't know if it's gonna be a good modern fight. I mean, it's 2 glaciers looking at each other, and it's kind of seeing who's gonna collapse first.
Which glacier makes contact first?
I was not even that. It's so on the deck type, so on the left is 4 color Omnath, on the right is 5 color Niv Mizzet.
5 color Niv Delight.
Niv Delight. And so it's just like so I guess both mid-range decks technically.
I don't know that. They both seem like control decks, if you ask me.
Just tap out control decks.
Yeah, tap out control. Oh, we see our first general staring down the barrel of 3 prismatic endings that can't target it.
Oh no!
Two or 3 of them.
I mean, look, Mono Red Goblins would definitely be a better match, but I'm pretty sure we have at least one of those if you stick around. We also have a ridiculously good Jeskai control versus Red Black Luris.
Do we?
We do.
Oh man, I don't remember this one.
It wasn't you.
It wasn't?
It wasn't you.
Oh, that was Eric?
Mm-mm.
What?
You'll find out later.
Oh, is that when I lent it out? The Lures deck?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I was super engrossed in my way too long game that time.
Yeah, probably. Metamorpho. Oh yeah, like the 4 color does run Metamorphose for general. Wait, how did he get rid of it? Did I miss it?
Get rid of what?
How did he? Oh, Prismari Command. Okay.
Yeah. That does it.
Yeah.
That does do it. Oh, well, that doesn't matter. He's got another one.
Yeah.
Felix.
No means no. So I will say, I have been playing Standard recently on Arena, and I am actually very much enjoying Standard right now. The D&D set does help a lot.
I have not been playing Standard. Like at all.
Standard's actually in a very fun place right now.
I don't know. I've been playing video games.
Yeah. Teferi is a card that people love or hate at this point. I've noticed this a lot.
I love Teferi so much.
Same. But there are people who are like, no, he needs to get banned in every form.
And I say that as a mid-range non-blue player. I love Teferi.
Oh, Veraska says boom fairy. Veraska made Teferi rock hard.
Should he maybe... This is a dumb idea, potentially. Should he maybe have bounced his Chalice onto? I don't know if that'd be good. He's got a counterspell now.
I was just like, but if you put a Chalice on too, right? You lose your Metamorphose and your iterations. I think that hurts you more.
Yeah. But I mean, the Chalice on one, so you could at least bounce it to maybe eventually.
Yeah.
Get rid of it? I don't know.
So while he's fetching the siding crate, what do you play in Modern?
Prismatic Ending, Four Tours, by Veraska.
Oh. What do you mean you haven't played a Modern match ever? What kind of Magic player are you?
Only Standard or Commander.
Play one on the Goblins? Alright. So, Nib Delight for 5.
Nib Delight for 5.
I wonder what he's going to grab.
I mean, he could grab like Omnath.
He could have grabbed Valky technically as well.
He could also grab Valky.
Oh, and then
it appears as though he may be doing that one.
Yeah, and then because you get to cast it on the flip side, so you get to cast Tybalt, the Planeswalker. I don't understand like how they fixed the Cascade rule for Valky, but not the Bring to Light rule.
Because they still wanted the ultimatum to work.
Okay, I guess. Except the new one. So for Mono Red Goblins, would you want to play 8-whack or would you want to play the combo version? If you don't know what 8-whack is, you can let me know. I can tell you what 8-whack is.
It's 12-whack now.
Is it 12-whack?
Yeah, because there's the D&D guy.
You're right.
With Pack Tactics makes ones. He's pretty good.
He's like, hey, let me find out what whack means.
Bushwhacker.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what bushwhacker means.
He whacks bushes to make trails, Ryan.
Oh, he exiled the general.
Oh,
yeah, that seems pretty good.
That
seems pretty good for him.
Oh no.
You know.
Oh, and a K command? Oh no.
K command, you'll discard your last card.
No. Oh no. Oh. I don't think it's looking very good for 4-color right now.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. Does not appear to be.
He's like,
He had the down. He had Ren and 6 to down take,
but still, right? Like, Omnath just draws him a card.
All right.
Like, he's not out of the game, but he's very much behind. Oh wait,
he has a fetch, so okay, he can kill Tybalt this
time.
Because
because it's 4 damage to each player and Planeswalker, right?
Yeah, each opponent and Planeswalker
nice.
They control. So yeah, so he's got it.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to Magic. He's new to Magic. He's only playing for a year.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, welcome to Magic. Yeah, Goblin Guide definitely with being F&M promos.
Goblin Guides are like $6 right now.
Yeah, I was like, 8-whack would be the cheaper version to go, and then that one actually builds into, I guess the quote unquote better version.
Yeah, you could build into mono red goblins, and then eventually black red goblins, so that you can do the combo.
Hell yeah, Popper. Man, for Pauper I played Tron, and I played the fun Tron for me with was it Ristic, Ristic Circle?
Shoot, I don't know.
It's yeah. Well, so
I've
it's
played Pauper like twice,
Yeah,
and
no,
I built Black White Pestilence.
so Ristic Circle says if a damage would if a source would deal you damage, prevent the damage unless like its controller unless someone pays 1. And so because I play Tron, so I'm like cool. Pay 8 mana to prevent that damage.
Yeah.
How much do you have? Not enough. Cool. That damage prevented. He's pointing laugh at him. I mean, four colors not doing too bad right now.
4 colors.
4 colors. 4 colors. Oh, he put Chalice on 3. Whoa. Oh.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good. I mean, he's got Omnath.
Omnath and a Renin 6.
Yeah.
It's a fairy. It's like trigger. I mean, that's the thing is that it is your opponent's trigger to remember. So if they say okay.
Helix. Down to Renin 6 Helix skills and token.
Morkroth Behemoth. I don't recognize that card off the top.
Is what? What's the name of it? Morkrut?
Morkrut? Morkrut? Behemoth?
5 mana, 7/6 is an additional cost to cast this creature. To cast this spell, sacrifice a creature, pay 2 more mana.
Yeah, that's from the new set.
7/6 miss.
It's being tabbed. Oh, Bring to Light. Ugh.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad. Cause he can.
When I hate Nibs, but like he is only at 5.
Yeah.
So theoretically, Liam has a fetch land on board. He could uptick Renin 6 to get another fetch back, play the fetch, crack both fetches, deal 4, and put him to 1?
Yeah.
Or if he draws a fetch, right, then he could just
Yeah,
play the second fetch, do both, deal him 4, and down tick Renin 6 for the win.
Yeah.
So 4 colors, like, has a shot. I guess it depends on if Niv finds Lightning Helix.
Yeah. Lightning Helix, which, I mean, I think we've only seen one.
Oh, there's one Helix.
I think we've only seen one Helix, and he plays all 4.
Oh, no.
Alright, let's see.
There it goes.
Helix.
Just Helix, Bring to Light.
Trophy?
Trophy?
That sounds pretty good.
That seems fine.
You can trophy the Omnath.
Yeah, and then like you just get to Bring to Light.
I mean, he could just trophy the Omnath, Helix the Renin 6, then even game.
Yeah, and that's exactly what's happening. Wow, 5 color, just. Oh man. So I know Festering Mummy.
He did miscount. He should be at 1 more life.
Tattered. I'm trying to think of Tattered Mummy.
Tattered.
Because it's a mono black zombies and Pauper.
I'm like the guy that knows all the.
Right, come on, Ryan.
And I haven't paid attention to like the new sets. I'm just gonna look up Mummy. How many Mummy cards can there be, right?
17,406.
Tattered Mummy? Is that the one you said? Because I'm not looking at the KC chat. More could be human.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, they lose 2 life. Do temporary. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tattered Mummy.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, there's a similar combo. Oh yeah, and the 4 colors like, yep, nope, can't come back from that.
Yeah.
There's a similar combo in Modern right now with the Lily, the Modern Horizons zombie that makes a treasure. Because you can cast zombies from your graveyard and then like
Yeah, Gravecrawler.
No, it's one that you sack it and make a treasure.
Oh yeah.
And then there's another card like I guess any one of the aristocrats. Because you're like cool like sack it.
I did that.
Make a treasure, you lose 1. Use the treasure to cast it again.
Yeah, or if you have Carrion Feeder, you can make an infinitely tall Carrion Feeder.
Yeah.
And then clear your opponent's board with the Mummy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So.
No, I guess you wouldn't yet. I think you can do it in Pioneer as well. There might not be any good. Like,
you can't do it in
sack.
Pioneer because you don't have the treasure zombie.
There's no like good.
Oh, you didn't. No,
you have the treasure
zombie. You're missing.
It's just you need like a good like sack outlet or like there is an aristocrat too. There's like Zulaport cutthroat.
Yeah.
So you can do it in Pioneer.
I guess. I feel like the deck is missing something. I'd have to go back and like look up the actual combo and whatnot, but
because in Pioneer you have that Liliana, you have that zombie. You just need like a good sack outlet in Pioneer. And the only thing like I can't think of a good free sack outlet for Pioneer.
I mean, like Modern. Like I always tell people, the best deck to buy to get into Modern is just Burn. Like Burn or 8-Whack, because those decks are super cheap and they're easily upgraded.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else is like fairly budget right now for Modern. That's like pretty good. Burn's like Burn's top of the meta right now.
Mono Blue Tron.
Yeah, Mono Bluetron, yeah.
Now we just gonna like just mess with people. Just, hey, I'm gonna take your turn infinitely.
Mono Green Tron's like not super expensive.
It's not super expensive.
Mill's usually pretty cheap.
Yeah. It's like 12-Whack is one of our local guys who is on budget constraints has 12-Whack and he does fine. If Goblin Age out of nowhere, we don't expect him, or just.
I'm looking at like decks right now, and like one of the better, like cheap decks you could build is Dredge.
Really? I thought gas was like $20 a piece.
I don't know. Dredge has really fallen out, which I don't entirely know.
What do you mean? Wait here. Where are we gonna go?
Dredge, at least this list isn't even playing Ghast. The most expensive cards, Life in the Loam and then Lands.
Wow, alright.
Everything else is sub $10 per late playset.
I mean, I guess it makes more sense, right? Because there's a lot more graveyard hate being played, and so Dredge is definitely falling down.
Is there that much more graveyard hate being played?
Yeah.
I feel like there should be, but I don't feel like I'm seeing like any of it.
I mean, like obviously not for our local meta, but like at the bigger tournaments, like at Battleground, there was a bunch.
Was there?
Like.
Who knew? Didn't see any of it.
I mean, especially when like so the popular deck is the Black Red Luris, which does rely on the graveyard, and then like the.
That's not even like the popular deck right now.
Well, I would say like at the time it was when we went to Battleground, and then you had
when we went to Battleground, it was falling off.
A little bit, but then like the Murktide deck.
Yeah, Murktide obviously.
Was one.
I don't understand why Rest in Peace isn't being more heavily played right now. I don't feel like I see.
So because the problem with Rest in Peace also affects your graveyard, and so if you also have certain strategies, that just negates it. I know like Grafdigger's Cage was one, or like Promot Crypt or Nihil Spell Bombs.
It's Sanctifier.
Sanctifier, that was another one.
Actually, Sanctifier is probably a pretty big reason why Dredge has fallen off.
Yeah. Because hey, this is good against Burn, it's good against the Luris deck, and also just incidentally good against this deck.
So we had Niv won the first one.
Niv won the first one. It took a double freaking Bring the Lights to get there.
Yeah. Double Niv.
Hey! Great, thanks for the follow. That is definitely appreciated.
Looks like a pretty good opening hand for 4-color. We got Ren and 6, we got Omnath. I think I saw a fetch.
Yeah.
There's a fetch.
That's kind of the next deck I actually want to build is 4-color, like control, like actual control.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like Ren and 6 is being like $100 a piece. It's just like,
I'm glad that I have my playset.
Okay, so daily event cards, there is, so obviously there's Goblin Bushwhacker. Then there is the one from, It's Battle for Zendikar or Oath of the Gatewatch. I can't think of his name.
Oath of the Gatewatch? Reckless Bushwhacker.
Reckless Bushwhacker is the second one.
And now there's like a Battlecry Goblin or whatever.
And I think Battlecry Goblin is the other one.
I think.
So Goblin Bushwhacker.
If I jump over onto Goldfish, I think it was one of the more recent budget decks that they played.
Okay, yeah.
Was the 12 black?
Yeah. Hey, and we're double checking. We might be able to give you a link here in chat that you can.
Yep, it was the last
hey,
deck he played.
Can you post it in the Twitch chat?
I don't have access.
Message it to me and I can post it in the chat.
It to you.
Alright, so it looks like Triome, Ren 6, Uptick, grab the fetch land, pass.
Alright, I sent it to you.
Thank you. Alright.
That one says it's $86. So, Ren 6.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, and like I'm pretty sure the other two Bushwhackers are dirt cheap. I think the only expensive card might be the Legion Loyalist.
Yeah, Legion Loyalist.
And I don't think you necessarily even need that card for the deck.
Yeah.
It helps against like the token strategies. I guess it gives them first strike, right?
Yeah.
As well, which I mean can't
trample. I think.
So the trample I guess would be important, but. I said like at FNM when he shows up, he doesn't do terrible. It's just like it kind of depends on.
You just aggro down.
Yeah, you just aggro him down. Like, hey, can you deal with this board quickly? Yeah, you can. Okay, well you got it. Oh, you didn't. Here's like 12 of the dome. Turn 3. Turn 4. Double goblin grenade. GG.
What a card. What a card.
I would be so much scarier if it was instant speed.
Oh my god. Yeah. If only.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's it. Yeah, the Legion Loyal said like that card's. Yeah, a Fireblade Charger works just fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up one-drop goblins that they can play.
It's a Fireblade Charger because like if you sack it to Goblin Grenade, you actually get the Fireblade Charger's death effect plus the Goblin Grenade effect. Huh?
The 1 damage.
Possibly more because if you've kicked some Bushwhackers or whatnot.
Oh, that's true.
Or if you play like the Chieftains or Lord or whatever, War Chiefs, whatever gives them the additional bonus. Yeah, that's. Oh, good old Prismari command. Shooting down a general. Choosing to draw 2, pitch 2. So I was like, I'm assuming some.
Prismari command's really like put out. It's been so much better than I was expecting.
Oh, did you still need some?
I mean, I'm down to take one more. I have 3 right now.
Okay. I'll see if we still have one in the store because we opened a case.
Cool.
So.
I'm trying to see if there's.
Alright, so I mean, four color control definitely seems to be pulling ahead this match currently.
Yeah, they did
Ren 6 is at 6, so.
Yeah, you got the Ren 6 on turn 2. It's just been.
Yeah.
On whatever, unimpeded. That's not the word.
Yeah, unchallenged.
It.
Yeah, so it's been unchallenged. Oh, 5 color control is stuck on 3 lands. Or 5 Nifty is stuck on 3 lands. That is not where they want to be. Oh man, if Ren 6 ults, I don't think 5 color can come back.
Instead of the Fireblade Charger, could also try Fanatical Firebrand.
Oh, that's.
I don't remember if that was on the list or not.
I mean, it might be, but yeah, and that's also. Let's see. Yeah, there's definitely there's other options, but yeah, like 8-whack is always a good start because it gives you a good base to build into the mono red goblins. And I think most of the mono red goblin stuff is actually pretty cheap.
I have no idea.
I think
the mono red goblins list looks like for modern.
I mean, like it's like Aether Vial would be the big money card.
Aether Vial is pretty expensive.
And like, cause I know like Snoop's only like I think 3 or 4.
Oh yeah, Snoop's always cheap.
Yeah. Kiki's pretty cheap.
And you don't need too many Kikis. You only need like 1 or 2. Kiki's probably like 10 minutes.
Prismari Command.
Another Prismari Command.
Well, this one's coming from the Nivdalite player. So he's making a treasure and drawing 2, pitching 2. So I think he's hoping to find a way to deal with the Brennan 6.
Yeah. He needs it. How many does Nahiri need to ult?
8.
8, okay.
So it's 2 upticks. And then she can ult.
Using the mana to... What happened?
Because he's Prismari Command in response to the fairy. And so watch it resolve, fairy just bounced the treasure token.
Yeah. So we got 2 pillars.
So as opposed to Hobgoblin Bandit Lord, I think the Goblin Chieftain is better because it's also 3-drop, gives him +1/+1, but also gives him haste.
Yeah, haste can be pretty big.
Haste is definitely a big.
Big for aggro decks.
So Helixing.
Trophying.
Leaving Renan's. Whoa.
I feel like, yeah, letting Renin 6 ult seems rough.
Yeah, especially when there's a Prismari command in the graveyard.
I mean, I guess it's not necessarily like...
Oh no, the Emrakul's in his hand. Oh no. I guess he can pitch it with Nahiri, but then he's going to lose everything in his graveyard.
Yeah. But like, Nahiri can also continue to feed it, I guess. It's not like he's doing anything else with his mana.
And that's fair.
He can just cast.
The Emrakul. Whee!
Shuffle that graveyard in.
If he draws Emrakul, I've done that to an opponent where 2 turns in a row they drew the Emrakul.
Oh my god, I was when I was playing Mill again in Modern, the first time I played against the Titan, I surgicaled the Titan, but then I didn't click on it.
Oh,
so I surgicaled it and then I left it in their deck. So I had to find another way to exile it. I still won somehow. That's how broken Mill was when I built it. But God, that was such a... I'll never make that mistake again.
I mean, I'm sure the Hoblin Lord is cheaper. I don't know if that 1 damage ability matters. But I think in my experience against goblins, the haste has mattered more than the 1 damage.
Yeah,
And also it also reduces the cost, doesn't it?
No.
No.
No, the Bandit Lord.
The Chieftain.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
The Chieftain gives +1/+1 and haste to all your other goblins, and it's a 2/2 with haste. But the Bandit Lord would be it's like 3 mana 3/3. Gives +1/+1 to all your goblins, and then you can pay 1 red, tap it, and do damage to target player equal to the number of goblins entered this turn. But like most you're ever doing is like 2
to 3, yeah.
And you're gonna have to like you're going to be empty-handed. Like
yeah.
You're AWAC is going to be empty-handed on like turn 3.
Yes.
So you're not going to be ever doing more than like probably 1 damage by tapping the Lord.
So I think the haste is more relevant there.
Yeah. Letting the normally non-haste guys haste.
I mean, Omnath versus General right now, but General's got the 4/4, 3/4/4 golems.
Yeah, because he went Metamorphose, Metamorphose.
Bird Helix and then Nahiri down to 5. It's gonna take you 2 more turns to try and kill me that way, sir. It's like, yeah, alright.
I love that he knows that the Emrakul's in the deck.
I mean, if you're playing Nahiri, like, it's kind of was like, might as well.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know Niv plays it because, like, going to get Niv is it putting him on the battlefield and then putting him back in your hand to do it again next turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, yeah, it's just fine. Or, like, just Niv be able to come and beat for 6 and, like, draw 4 cards is also just one of those, this is fine. So...
He has the Emrakul in hand again.
Oh, no, pitch Metamorphose. Pitch Metamorphose. Helix you. Oh my goodness.
I get the feeling he's winning this one.
What? What makes you think that?
The 8/4/4s. 32 damage, of which he could
Prismatic and your Omnath. Blah, blah.
Settle the wreckage.
Flash into visit. Yep, that's fine. Flashman. Yeah, against against an ulted Renin 6, it's very difficult to come back. I feel most of the time.
It depends. I think depends on what the deck's plan is.
I mean, like with that, right? Like just
because Jun sometimes ulting the Renin 6 just doesn't mean anything. It's like, okay, well, you can continue to Thought Season Inquisition, but I'm already empty-handed, so what's that gonna do?
Or the part that once you find a bolt, it's like, oh no. So like every land at that point is then just a bolt. It's like, yeah, okay. All right, game 3. So 4-color seems to need 5-color to stumble like 2 turns.
Yeah.
To be able to pull it out, which I mean, is very feasible. I've played against the Niv deck and
Niv can really stumble.
He can.
It doesn't happen very often against me.
I know. When I was playing Wurza, I had Terminal Altar, and every time I would make a mill cards, it was always land. You draw a non-land card, just stuck on 2 lands.
Yeah, it's like every time I hit him with Ragavan, I flip a land.
Same concept, right? Well, you're not getting that at least, I guess.
I flipped non-lands for him. It never happens.
Oh god, I think I don't remember if we had the video or not, where someone Ragavan.
I cast Niv.
Yeah.
I think that was just in our for fun games.
Before
FNM started. But I was able to. I had 3 colors and mana, and
2 treasures.
2 treasures, and so I cast the Niv. I flipped my top 10 cards, and I didn't draw a single card.
Why are you bad at Magic?
Because I had 2 hits left in the deck.
Why are you bad at Magic?
I had 1 Kaya's Guile and 1 K command left. I won 2 Croxes.
And you didn't find any of them? Oh.
None of them were in my top 10 cards.
Sounds like you need to stack your deck better.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh look, they both found triumphs with their fetches. Who would have guessed?
Same one too. They're both Ketria.
One's fancier than the other one, obviously though. Helix you.
Alright.
We're about sending a message.
Sure.
They're both oh yeah, we both took 1 for a fetch line. Helix him back, send a message. Now I'm pretty sure. What? Why would you not fetch Renin 6?
Does he have a fetch in hand?
Yeah, I thought he did. Oh, into a Valky. Alright, I mean. You can see my hand, but.
It's old Helix.
Yeah.
You
So
stole my general for a split second?
Yeah. I was he should just play Teferi down, take Teferi on the Shardless Agent, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Here's General.
Play general.
Well, and Niv did fire off 1 Lightning Helix. Oh, there's the second one, though.
That's probably why he did it.
Yep. Let him feel safe. Got him. Bunny, how's it doing? You're just in time for game 3 of 4-color versus 5-color Niv Mizzet.
Alright. He's fetching. Oh, he has Omnath in hand, doesn't he?
I think so?
Oh, I thought he did.
I mean, if he's grabbing a basic forest, I feel like, yes, he has an Omnath in hand.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Renin 6. Getting the fetch line back.
Yeah, this seems fair too. Leaving blue and white up?
I mean, he had to.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Fancy.
Fancy.
He's getting his new bike on Monday.
Ooh. I need it.
So I finally caved. I actually built Jeskai control. It's more like blue-white control / red for prismatic ending / like wear and tear.
You're not playing Helix?
No.
No.
That's what's good in Modern. That's a trick question, sir. What's bad in Modern?
Oh, Dredge.
Dredge. We found out Dredge is not good in Modern.
Dredge is bad. Humans is bad.
Oh, that's a. Ooh, that's a draw 5?
4 or 5, yeah. 4.
4?
4.
4 color is behind the 8 ball this game now.
Yeah. 4 color ain't doing too hot right now.
I mean, I don't think humans is that bad.
Sure.
I said that bad. I don't think humans is tier 1.
Yeah, humans is in a pretty bad spot right now. This as far as
Fancy.
Motorcycle.
His motorcycle.
Nice. Nice. Nick has one of those too. Doesn't work.
Oh, alright, yeah, and 4 color just conceded at that point, because you're so far behind. So far behind.
I think